Hi guys, it's been a while since my last video. Anyways, right now I am at Kawasaki Station. I am going to take a direct train all the way to Utsunomiya because today I will be cycling around Tochigi prefecture. Let's go. I'll be taking the JR Ueno-Tokyo line, which will take me north to the city of Utsunomiya in Tochigi prefecture. It is called Ueno-Tokyo line, but to be more specific, I will be traveling through Tokaido line, Utsunomiya line, as well as Ueno-Tokyo line, which conveniently connects the two lines. This is how the train typically looks. I just arrived at Utsunomiya station. So this is Utsunomiya city. Utsunomiya is the largest city of Tochigi prefecture. It is famous for gyoza, the pan-fried dumplings. If you come here, you can actually visit more than 200 gyoza restaurants. Now, let me tell you my plan for today. Today's plan consists of 3 parts. But generally, I will be cycling towards the west. For the first part, first I'm gonna head to Hachimanyama Park to see some cherry blossoms. Then I'm gonna cycle along a national route famously known as Nikko Kaido and head towards a historic site to see a statue. Then I will continue riding to the west, maybe visit a big Sakura tree over here, and arrive at Kitakanuma station, where I will take the train to the second part. So first off, I'm gonna go visit Hachimanyama Park to see some Sakura. Let's go. So this is Hachimanyama Park, just a few minutes away from Utsunomiya station. And because it is the Sakura viewing season, as you can see, a lot of food stalls open up. I can smell some grilled squid from here. Of course, you can also get a lot of other delicious food. There is actually a festival, a Sakura festival held here every year. And during the night, they also light up the trees. There is also this nice tower over here. You can actually climb up there and get a nice view of the city. And right over here, there is this cool suspension bridge. And because this park is huge, of course, it also has a large playground for kids. And you can even ride a go-kart. Alright, time to hop back on the bike. Next, I'm going to visit a national route famously known for its beautiful line of cherry blossom trees. So the road that I'm cycling on right now is the National Route 119, which connects the city of Nikko to Utsunomiya. This road largely follows the path of Nikko Kaido, which was one of the centrally administered 5 roads of the Edo period. I decided to come here because I read that there is a segment on this road that is beautifully lined with cherry blossom trees, but I didn't know exactly the location of that segment. I thought it could be somewhere along here, so I only planned to cycle this far before turning left for the next checkpoint. But as I was cycling, I couldn't find the cherry blossom trail. It turns out I was wrong. The segment with the trail seems to be over here, so unfortunately I missed it this time. But I still saw some cherry blossom trees while I was riding, so I guess that's nice. As soon as I saw these huge stone wall things from afar, I knew I'm almost at my next stop. So right now I am at the Oya Historic Quarry Mine area. There is a museum right nearby, the Oya History Museum, where you can actually go underground and see some historical materials. From the images that I have seen, the underground space has a mysterious vibe to it, and I read that the space was actually used in various scenes such as films and weddings because of its unique atmosphere. But today I decided to skip the museum to save some time and money, and instead I'm just gonna visit a statue right nearby. So this is Heiwa Kannon in Oya. It's a 27 meters tall, huge statue of the goddess Kannon, and it was entirely handcrafted as a prayer and hope for world peace. There is also a well-maintained flight of stairs around the statue that you can climb, so you can climb up there and have a nice view of Oya. Time to hit the road again. Next, I'm gonna go to Kitakanuma station to take a train to the next part. But on the way, there is a big Sakura tree that hopefully I can go visit. So let's go. As I said, I wanted to visit a special sakura tree, but I wasn't sure if I'm actually able to visit it. This is because the tree is actually within a school ground. I read that during the blooming season, the school would open for the public to visit the tree, but unfortunately when I arrived, it wasn't open, so I was only able to see it from outside. The reason this tree is special is because it has a legend story behind it. This tree is actually more than 400 years old and still stood to this day at the center of Shiroyama West Elementary School. Although I couldn't get near the legendary tree, I managed to get a close look at this other sakura tree near the west gate. It is said that this one is the child of the legendary tree itself and has an age of more than 100 years. I think it's interesting how these ancient trees are preserved so well within an elementary school until now. Anyways, it's time to move on to the station. Arrived at Kitakanuma Station. I'm gonna take the train south to the city of Tochigi, where I'm gonna see some historical townscapes. The line that I'll be riding on is the Tobu Nikko line, operated by Tobu Railway. This line connects the Tobu Dobutsukoen station in Saitama to Nikko in the north. It also serves the limited express service which can take you from Nikko all the way to Tokyo Skytree, which is in fact owned by Tobu Railway. Arrived at Shin Tochigi Station. So for part 2, I'm going to wander around Tochigi City, a city with plenty of historical remains. I plan to visit the Kuranumachi Promenade, a place with lots of old historical buildings, and then after that I'm going to cycle southwest towards Iwafune Station, where I'll be taking another train for part 3. I think this road right here is the Nikko Reiheishi Kaido, which is the sub-route to Nikko Kaido. It's a road that connects Nikko Kaido and Nakasendo, which is another major historical route of Japan. And right over there is probably one of the road's signposts. So this is Kuranumachi Promenade, a street filled with plenty of old traditional buildings. Kura in Japanese means traditional storehouse. There are lots of black merchant houses and white wall storehouses around here. This river I'm walking along right now is the Tomoeha River. Tochigi originally flourished as a post station in the 17th century, but later it developed into a merchant city on the banks of Uzuma River. You can actually take a boat ride here. This place is so beautiful. I really enjoyed that stroll. So next, I'm gonna move on and head to Iwafune Station, where I'm gonna ride the train to the final part.
Backpedal slightly, then forward pedal to ensure the highest and hardest gear is engaged. Start by winding the barrel adjuster anti-clockwise. Set the shifter to gear 2. Look through the cutout of the chain tensioner nut. The relationship between the end of the axle and toggle chain.
Decided to take a break right in the middle of the fields. By the way, I'm standing right beside Ryomo Line, a line that connects Tochigi Prefecture and Gunma Prefecture. And this is the line that I'm going to ride next. Let's go. Little did I know that I misread the train departure time. As soon as I got near the station, the crossing bells start ringing, which means the train is already arriving. I thought it was going to arrive 10 minutes later, but I was wrong. So I immediately folded my bike and got going. And yep, I had to rush to the platform. I didn't even have time to back my bike, so I had to do it once I got in the train. Anyways, as I said, this is the Ryomo line operated by JR East. This line connects Tochigi prefecture to Gunma prefecture, and I am taking this train to get to Ashikaga Flower Park. Gunma and Tochigi prefectures were once part of an ancient province called Keno, which was later split into Kozuke and Shimotsuke. This line connects both halves of the old province, so that is why it is called the Ryomo line. I have arrived for the third and last part of today's trip. I will be visiting Ashikaga Flower Park, which you may have guessed is only a walk away from the station. It seems to be one of Japan's best flower park, although I'm not sure if right now is the best time to see the flowers. Anyways, after that, I'm gonna cycle to Izuruhara Benten Pond to see one of the clearest water sources in this country. And to wrap it up, I'm gonna ride to Sano, where I have booked a hotel to stay for the night. So let me just park my bike here and walk to the park. So this is Ashikaga Flower Park, one of the best places to view flowers in Japan. It's most famous for the wisteria flowers, but as you can see, they haven't bloomed yet, so not the best timing, I guess. By the way, wisteria in Japanese is Fuji, but it's different from the Fuji, the mountain. It has a different kanji and a different pronunciation. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly anyway, so 世界の夢の旅行先10カ所に選出. So yeah, this place is chosen by CNN as one of 10 dream travel destinations. And as you can see, it's most famous for the wisteria. There's basically a huge wisteria tree in the middle, and the branches just branch out, forming this very nice space, which would be way more beautiful if the flowers are blooming. And they also do some light up during the night. So yeah, if you have the chance, try coming here during the full bloom season. Of course, there are many other flowers in this garden. I checked their website and there's actually 8 floral seasons, and right now is exactly the beginning of the wisteria season, or as they call it, chapter 3 wisteria. And the entrance fee today is 1,000 yen, but it actually varies quite differently depending on the season and how beautiful the garden is currently. So yeah, that's quite interesting. It's time to keep rolling. Next, I'm gonna go to a pond that has one of Japan's first water. But before getting back on the bike, I got myself a flavored ice cream. So this is Izuruhara Benten Pond. It is the source of Izuru River, and it is actually one of the nation's clearest water sources. And it's even designated the Prefectural Treasure Award. It's already 6 p.m. and it's getting dark around sunset time, so maybe you can't see it well, but the water is very clear. And I heard you can even take a sample of some of the pristine water home. So yeah, this is the final spot for today's trip. It's getting late now. I'm gonna cycle back to Sano city, where I've booked a hotel to stay for the night. Enough cycling for today. Time to get some dinner and then maybe take a walk around the city center. I'm gonna go for the usual naan and curry combo. just hanging around in front of Sano station. Apparently Sano city is famous for its own variety of ramen, and one of the characteristics of the ramen is that it's made with water of the finest quality. I'm guessing that water comes from the pond that I just visited. It's 9 o'clock, but the city feels so quiet. And another thing about Sano City is that it recently gained international recognition as Japan's home of cricket, and the national cricket headquarters is actually in Sano City as well. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again on the next ride.